Hello, my name's Richard Hickling. I'm a co-founder of ProfitView. Today I'm going to show you how to create a Bitcoin wallet off exchange and how to transfer funds into it and out of it. And I'm going to I'm going to do this in Python. I'm going to give you all the code. Okay, let's go to the repo. So this is ProfitView's GitHub, and the repo that we've published it in is called Bitcoin Wallet. So you can go there and download it, and I'll give you the URL in the notes and so on. Okay, so the first thing is to actually clone this repo. So I'll just do that. Git clone, and let's get the repo. There it is. Now I need to, in the instructions I've written here, I don't mention this, but I prefer to do this in a virtual environment. So I'll use pyenv to create the virtual environment for me. So pyenv virtual env, I'll call it Bitcoin Wallet. Oh, it's already got it there. So I'll activate that. There we go. And now I'll just get the requirements. In fact, they might already be there. We're going to go into wallet. So now let's have a look at the actual notebook with the code that produces the Bitcoin wallet that I'm going to show you. This Jupyter notebook is actually sort of serves a dual purpose as the blog explaining how to do all this. So you're very welcome to go there and read through it all. But I'll just sort of brush over a lot of that and just get to it. I think it's worth mentioning what it says here. You don't even need an internet connection for most of this. Believe it or not, you don't need the internet. You'll see what I mean. Okay, the first thing is to create that Bitcoin address. You call it a wallet, but really, well, it's nothing more than a random number. You can see it here. OSURandom32 produces your Bitcoin wallet, pretty much. It produces the private key, basically. And now what we want to do is save this key down, because we don't want to lose it. If you lose it, then whatever Bitcoin you transfer to it is gone forever. So the next part is that, a Bitcoin address, or Bitcoin wallet, if you like, is in fact composed of a private key and then a public key, which is generated from it, sort of combined. That's your Bitcoin address or wallet. Now, there's a particular format that address has to be in. So this code, this basically produces the public key from the private key. So I'll run that. And then this part here really does nothing more than create a format that's the format that's required for the Bitcoin address to be usable with other Bitcoin addresses. It's just that we need it in this way. For instance, it uses B58 encode, so it encodes it as if it's a 58 base 58 number. So in the same way as, well, our numbers are base 10, and you can have hexadecimal numbers for various purposes in the computer world. Well, this is a base 58 address, and there's some more details about why they would do it that way, but let's just accept that, and we'll create the address. So we've created now a Bitcoin address. There it is. Now, what I can do is get that address, and I can transfer Bitcoin to it. So I'm going to actually do that right now. Okay, I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go over to my Kraken account over here, and I'm going to put the address in there, and I'm going to transfer, I'm going to add it to my addresses, and then I've just got to verify that address for Kraken. There it is. I'm doing this over here just because I don't really want to share all this stuff, but okay, I've done that. I've clicked confirm address, and I can now withdraw Bitcoin into that address. So I'm going to do that over in Kraken. So I've put the Bitcoin address into Kraken, and I'm going to withdraw to it. So I'm going to withdraw 0.00005 Bitcoin, which is not so much, but this is just for demonstration purposes. So I'll confirm the withdrawal. I've got to give them my 2FA code to do that, which is fine. Pleased to do so. So It's saying my withdrawal is being processed. Now we have a Bitcoin wallet. There's really two important things to do. I've done one of them, which is to transfer money into your wallet, but it's really not much good if you can't transfer it out. So, how do you do that? Well, at this point, you do need to get a connection to the internet, of course, because this is Bitcoin is all about. When you want to actually do a transaction that involves your funds, it needs to go onto the ledger and then be verified by a miner. And to do that, you need a library that allows you to connect to that. So, okay, first thing is I'm going to do is to get my private key, and we're going to do this as if we were sort of starting from scratch. So we'll get that private key though out because we can't do anything without that. Get the information needed to construct the private key in the WIF format, and then encode that, and it gives this key. And then this is the point at which we need to actually connect to the internet. So we use this library bit and construct the key with it in the form it needs. And then I ask for the balance. Well, the balance is still zero because this transaction hasn't finished yet. So we'll have to wait a bit for it. I'll just get the address that I'm going. Once I've done this, I'll need an address to transfer it to. So I'll just change this to the address up from my Kraken wallet, and so that'll be ready to use once we get to that step. Okay, so as you see, we've used the API to go to the Bitcoin node network, and as we see, we do have a Bitcoin balance. So, okay, now what I want to do is basically send that money back. Now, when we do it, it will use a default computation for a fee, a mining fee, and this tends to work fine. So I'll put this balance in 5, and I will send it to this address. Okay, now this did not work because insufficient funds. Okay, so what I want to do is I'll send less then, that's fine. Okay, I'll do it again with a smaller amount. There you go. So this is my transaction ID, and this now has been sent. It'll take a little while to get there. I have a Bitcoin wallet. Those who are keen-eyed will see that I've printed out my private key there. You can take that and use it to withdraw the remaining small amount from my wallet, which is something you can really do. And this is the reason why you need to be very careful with your keys, because they are the access to your funds. That's pretty much done.